Chapter 28. Now, the analogue from all of the above analogies regarding the aspects of the three organs of the brain, the heart and the liver, can be generally understood as follows. The light of Chokhmah of the world of Atzilut, as it emanates from the essential light of the emanator, is comparable to the light of the spiritual intellect itself, as it is drawn from the essential potential Chokhmah power of the aspect of the essential self of the soul. It still is literally one with the source from whence it was hewn. This is similar to the flame which is bound to the coal, or like the aforementioned revelation of the desire from the essential hidden desire of the aspect of Adam Kadmon. Now, although this is merely like an indicator or a colour, note, parenthesis of the Mittler Rebbe. This is as explained before at the end of chapter 19 regarding the matter of he calls out the generations from the beginning. That this refers to the 10 Sephirot of Atzilut, which came out of the concealment of Adam Kadmon, which is the revelation of the general desire in a separate thing. End note. Nonetheless, they are called the 10 Sephirot without whatness, because they still are intangible. This is because a colour is also essential, since it is impossible to have an opposite colour to the essence of a thing. An example of this is when the colour of the inside of an apple is white, which indicates its essential sweetness. Likewise, although it is coming forth into a separate matter, nonetheless the light of the intellect or desire which leans towards kindness indicates the essential self. Therefore, it is understood that the existence of the light of the 10 Sephirot of Atzilut comes from the aspect of the essential letters of the emanator, i.e. Adam Kadmon. An example of this is the name Av, from which the aspect of the light of Chokhmah of Atzilut comes into revelation. This name indicates the essential Chokhmah of Adam Kadmon. Likewise, the name Sag indicates the essential light of Bina of Adam Kadmon. This is true of all the names Av, Sag, Ma, and Ban, which precede the 10 Sephirot of Atzilut. They are therefore called the names of the emanator. This is similar to how the last aspect of the spiritual form, Tzorah, becomes bound to the beginning of the existence of the light and form within the substance of the organ or vessel, Kli. This is in accordance to what was previously explained regarding the blood, which is the soul, and regarding the spiritual power of growth, and regarding the eye and the brain, etc. However, the aspect of the organ or vessel which limits the light of Chokhmah and Atzilut is like the light of the intellect, as it is already merged within the substance of the brain. In this case, the substance of the brain only receives from the thickening of the end of the light of the intellect. Therefore, aside from the fact that there is a profound change of existence, it limits the light. This is similar to the light of Chokhmah as it vests within the brain, which is then called Chokhmah Mocha. Insight is the brain. It is then that because of the aspect of the organ or vessel of Chokhmah, it comes into the aspect of a tangible existence of intellect, which is called the conceptualization of a certain specific concept. The same principle applies to the spiritual emotions in the heart and the spiritual nefesh in the liver. This then is the matter of the three rulers above. These are the three general organs or vessels for the nefesh, ruach, and neshama of Ze'er Anpin of Atzilut. The neshama, which is the aspect of the intellectual sphirot of Chokhmah and Bina of Ze'er Anpin, vests within the brain, the ruach vests within the heart, and the nefesh vests within the liver. These organs, vessels, are the letters of the lights of Atzilut, which refers to the matter of the four names Av, Sag, Ma, and Ban of Atzilut. These four names are called the organs, vessels, for the light of the 10 Sephirot of Atzilut, which limit the light and restrain it, because the organs, vessels, are made from the thickening of the lights, as stated in Eitz Chaim. As known, this is called the somethingness of the light, as it appears in an aspect of a something with tangible existence. This will suffice for those of understanding. We find that there are two types of names of Av, Sag, etc. The first set of names is before the world of Atzilut within Adam Kadmon. The second set of names, which are the organs, vessels, that limit, is after the world of Atzilut. According to this, when a person directs his attention to the external names, his actual intention is really to the source of the lights. For example, a person who directs his attention to the aspect of the name Av, the source of the light of Chokhmah, etc., automatically is also directing his attention to the organ, the vessel, of Chokhmah, causing it to be drawn down. This will suffice for those of understanding. These are the Kabbalistic kavanot, devotions or intentions of the names of Hashem during the 18 blessings of the Amidah prayer. This is because the source of the external limiting organs, vessels, which are the names of Atzilut, is from the names of Atzmut HaMa'atzil, the essential self of the emanator, and the two levels are interdependent, as will be explained. This will suffice for those of understanding. This then is the meaning of the statement, he made 10 tikkunim, fixings, which we call 10 sephirot, to show, to conduct the worlds, etc., because tikkunim, fixings, is the aspect of organs, vessels, kelim, for the lights, orot, of the world of Atzilut. By way of analogy, a fixing for the eye, so that its physical sight may spread further, may be accomplished through the means of eyeglasses. Likewise, the physical organ of the eye is the fixing through which the spiritual power of sight spreads forth, as is explained elsewhere. It is therefore understood that all aspects of the spreading forth of influence below can only come about specifically through the organs, vessels, which limit. For example, it is through the organ of the brain, which grasps the intellectual concept, that the concept may be drawn down to arouse emotions in the heart or to be expressed to another person. Similarly, it is through the means of the heart, which is the organ for the spiritual light of love and kindness, that this light can come into the category of being influenced to a recipient. It is specifically because of this that the organs, vessels, are called tikkunim, fixings, because they fix the light so that it can be drawn down from the world of Atzilut to the world of Bria. In other words, its sole purpose is only to show, etc. On the other hand, from the aspect of the essential light of the emanator, the sephirot are called 10 sephirot without whatness, as explained above and as explained elsewhere at length.